Hello, my dear friends. Hello, my dear patrons. How are you? It's been a while since we last spoke, right? It's been a long while since I have told you anything about what's going on with my life. I actually thought about making this video for YouTube as well, but people on YouTube don't. They never notice what's going on because despite everything, I always manage to submit a video, have a video every week. So it always feels like that I'm always there and nothing is going on. But the same thing doesn't happen here at Patreon. It's been a long while since I could indeed reply to your messages, your private messages, and your comments. It's been a little bit difficult, as you know, as some of you know. I've made a video sort of like this one a couple of months ago. So just a reminder that I've been through some process of well, trying to change my life, and it is surprisingly difficult. It's not just about the willingness to move on and the desire alone to have a different life. There's quite a lot of bureaucracy. Um, Here in Europe, um, Germany and Portugal are the most are the countries with extensive bureaucracy, and it's just maddening. I'm from Portugal, and the only difference is that in Germany they do things quickly despite a lot of paperwork. And here in Portugal it takes a lot of time. And I've been at this since November last year, since November 2024. So it's been more than half a year. I'm making this video right now, as you are seeing today, submitting this at the very moment I have turned this off on the, what day is it? The 9th of June 2025. So it's been more than half a year. And I'm getting closer, finally closer, very close to finally change my life and change everything. But it's taking a lot of time, a lot of paperwork, a lot of things to deal with. So it has been difficult to be fully be here as before to try to answer your all your questions and answer your emails and private messages and your comments and everything. And I see that some of you obviously understandably aren't very happy about it, so you are living and taking into consideration the economic crisis going on worldwide. Well, I completely understand. So I'm just asking you a little bit more patience. It's not like you have been impatient at all. I know that. I'm just saying that. I just want to warn you what's going on, and it's taking a lot of time, and it's very difficult. For those of you who accompany my experimental solo music project, Varum, it's been a little bit on hold. I've been working with another person, a collaboration, just one track, one single track for the next album. It's in collaboration. It was a pretty cool experience, and that one is done. The album will have a total of 9 tracks, so only 4 to go. But that has to be a little bit on hold for now because I'm giving priority to YouTube, because without YouTube, without content on YouTube, there's no patrons, and without patrons, there's no YouTube. Let's face it. So yeah, I'm giving priority to that. So the the very short time, those moments in between trying to accomplish everything and trying to deal with all the paperwork and all the visits here and there, a little bit cryptic. But if everything goes well, finally, you will soon know what's going on and what this change is all about. But as I was saying, yeah, I'm in those in between moments where I have a little bit more time to do, well, free time, right? I really dedicate myself to YouTube so that the videos can continue. So I'm right at this moment. I'm here in front of my computer. I'm working for more content. I'm doing research once again to create another video for YouTube. I'm trying to. I don't want to make any breaks, any pauses. I've been creating content for YouTube for the past 8 years and a half, almost 9 years. uh, yeah, in December this year will if I continue with this, it will be 9 years, a total of 9 years of creating content for YouTube. And I have only failed once, one week, and it was either this year or last year. I don't remember, but that I have compensated you with extra videos on Sundays and whatnot. And for those of you who have been here for a long time, you remember, for instance, in 2018, that was one of the worst years of my life. And 2018 and 2023 and all those years in between, those 5 years, it was complete madness. And almost lost YouTube and everything because I couldn't handle everything. I would spend 16 hours every day out there working or in public transportations, working and then back again. So a total of 16 hours, and I had just 8 hours to do everything else, like eating, sleeping, taking a bath, prepare things for the next day, waking up and working for YouTube. So I almost lost YouTube, but I've managed to still carry on with YouTube and have videos every week. And that had a big toll on my on my mental health and my overall health. So I'm trying to take things not slowly, but I mean I suffer from anxiety, which I mean I knew, but since I've been in the psychologist, now it is official. I have general anxiety. I have anxiety all the time, forever. And sometimes it gets worse, but that's a talk for another time. The thing is, this absence of mine here on Patreon, and why I've not been able to answer your questions and your private messages and whatnot. It's because I've been trying to continue on with YouTube and creating content, so to have videos every week and at the same time working on other stuff, obviously, and trying to change my life. I'm trying to change everything in my life, absolutely everything. A totally new life, starting from scratch. Uh, this is something that I wish. This is something I'm working on. This is not something that obviously there's a little bit of a push from the society I live in, and the economic conditions and everything. So yeah, so there's a little bit of a pressure to also change my life, but I would say 50-50. It's also because I really want to change my life, but I thought it would be easier, you know. I thought it would just be the willingness, the wish, the desire to change my life and move on to something else, to something completely different. But it isn't. It actually isn't. It takes a lot of paperwork, a lot to deal with, a lot of people a lot of reunions with a lot of people, and it's maddening. So it takes a lot of time, and that's it. That's why I've not been able to answer you, and and many of you have left Patreon, which complicates things a bit. I'm not going to lie. Your help has been, in fact, your monetary help these past years on Patreon is precisely what helps me to move on quickly, and because there's a lot of money to be spent on this, trying on this wish and this desire, and this also this push to change my life. And it's a little bit it gives me a little bit more anxiety than normal when I see people leaving, which is, again, it is understandable. I'm not blaming you. No one is to be blamed. But I understand. It's the economic crisis I spoke about, and it's also the fact that I haven't been here as I used to be, daily, talking to you here on Patreon, answering our questions, answering everything. So, but that just a little. If everything goes wrong, and I hope it does, just a few more months, right? Like, in the best case scenario, I would say just 2 or 3 more months, and I will be able to return to you fully again. It's just these things just take time. But and for those of you who really care about me and are worried about me and my health, my overall health, my mental health, and everything going on in my life, I'm happy. I'm quite happy at the moment. I think I couldn't be happier. I mean, the bar is a little bit low, but yeah, no, I'm really happy at the moment. And I'm in a wonderful and healthy relationship, for instance, which is helping me a lot. It has been helping me a lot, and you know, as I said, I'm focusing on the priorities, which is to continue on creating content for YouTube, and that's what keeps patrons active, which help me. With your monetary help is greatly needed. But my own relationship is a priority as well, obviously. And sometimes I take the time to be with her, with my girlfriend, and sometimes we do a little trip, just 1 or 2 days, or it's rare. Obviously, it's rare. We don't have the type of life that we can always do that. Both of us work, and we work a lot, several hours. That I mean, that's not the point. That's not important. The point is that for those of you who care and are worried, I'm happy, and everything is going as well as it can be, taking into consideration everything that goes on in the world and in our societies, and other personal problems and everything. But everything is going well, and well, that's it. As soon as I can, I will be here to answer your questions, and I do hope those of you who are still there, I hope you remain, because you have been of great help, in especially now in this process of change, and which unfortunately it takes a little bit of spending money to change everything. And you will know more details in the future, obviously, but yeah, also society I live in Portugal, and everything that's going on, economically speaking, politically speaking, as well, everything, it's pushing a lot of people to change our lives to something completely different, something that we have never had before. um so yeah, that's it. So as soon as I can, I will be there. And sorry if I'm speaking in like this, but today it's one of those days that I'm really, really super anxious. It just happens, there's no immediate reason. There's no reason I can find. It's just that I really suffer from general anxiety. Also has to do with my CPTSD, the complex post stress disorder, whatever. But that's a talk for another time in terms of my own mental health. But the thing is that I'm always anxious. There, I don't need any reason to be anxious. Anxiety is there. It's really a mental condition. So I'm always anxious. The thing is that when something appears that gives me anxiety, instead of being anxious, it just adds anxiety to the already existing anxiety, and that's a problem. I really need medication on those cases when that happens, and it really has a really, even a very visible physical effect on me, like scratching, which I've been doing throughout this video. I've realized just now, and it creates wounds and everything. It's a little bit complicated. So today, I'm very anxious today, for no reason. I think maybe there's a subconscious reason. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The point. I just wanted to make this video, and it's getting too long. It's just to warn you that as soon as I can, I'll be here fully again at Patreon, talking to you. But the videos, the content on YouTube, it still carries on, and I have a couple of scheduled videos already, which some of you in particular tiers have access before the videos are submitted, early access. So that's it. I will be in touch, and as soon as I have something a little bit more concrete, I will tell you all about it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big secret, but I'll tell you all about it as soon as I can. Right. So thank you so much for being there. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for your support, which is greatly appreciated, and it helps. It really helps a lot, and I really do hope you continue there. And I really do hope that more patrons come along, because as you know, was last year I've completely quit my job in archaeology and everything to dedicate myself to YouTube entirely, and to the research, and to Patreon, and to this independent research and everything, which now I'm beginning to think it was a mistake because a lot of patrons are leaving, which I understand. Again, I completely understand. And I don't know where this is going, but as soon as I'm able to finally uh, move on with my life and then change my life, I will be able to better move through other paths and see what I, if and see if I really I still can, if I can continue with YouTube and with Patreon and everything. Maybe that will change too in the future, because well, since I have quit everything to dedicate myself to this, but if I have no income, right, to carry on and to survive and to live, I obviously have to return to, well, other jobs and other stuff, which is no problem at all. I understand. I completely understand. It will be very sad for me, and to after everything that I've done on YouTube and on Patreon, it will be very sad to leave, simply leave, because well, because I'm forced. I may be forced to do that, because well, you all understand. We all have to live. We all have to find ways to survive. So it will be sad, but I mean it's something that we can all survive from, right? So once again, thank you so much. Thank you for continuing watching my videos, and I've answered a couple of questions I've received from you, and I've made videos answering those questions. They are scheduled already for YouTube. And thank you for your patience, and thank you for your help and support, your friendship. I'm having a hard time today speaking. The words just don't like stuck in here. Good gods. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, my dear friends. See you soon, and again, thank you very much for your support.